What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm starting this one off by showing you my pre-cardio routine. I'm going to be taking 2 caps of this Fired by Accent Sledge. It just helps you get you really nice and sweaty during your cardio sessions. So I take 2 of those 30 minutes before my session, and then I will show you the drink mixture that I make. I'm going to be using EAAs and CLA in my little cardio cocktail. The EAAs that I'm using are the Grind by Accent Sledge. EAAs are essential amino acids which help prevent muscle breakdown during your cardio. And they're the amino acids that your body cannot produce, so they need to be supplemented. And then I'm doing about 2.2 grams of the CLA. Where do people put these when they film in their car? I don't know. I guess they have tripods and stuff, eh? Yeah. We'll get to that level eventually. We're just starting here. But good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Happy to have you here. I am procrastinating outside of the gym because I have to go and do fasted cardio, and I really don't want to, but we're going to anyway. And I saw that I'm in Justin's truck, and I saw that he had little Ghost Warheads energy drink, and I'm going to do a little taste test for you all. A little pre-cardio caffeine. There's only 2 grams of carbs in here, so it's not bad. And we're only taking a little sip, so it's fine. Eight out of 10. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what probably is my favorite meal right now, which is my first meal. My carbs got lowered since we're 13 weeks out at this point. So an easy way to make your oatmeal go further is to blend it. So that's what I've been doing. I blend it up with an egg and some egg whites, and I make pancakes. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to measure out 30 grams of oatmeal. Ooh, 30.2, close enough. Okay, 30 grams of oats are in there. I have this in a blender cup because we're going to blend it up, obviously. So I have an egg in there. That's hard to do with one hand, so I already cracked it. And then we're going to put in 150 grams of egg whites, So normally my meal right now would be oats, 1 egg, and egg whites. So that's exactly what I'm doing here, and I'm adding a scoop of protein powder and some collagen to this as well to make it a little thicker. So we're just having it in a little bit of a different form. So I'm doing a scoop of protein. I'm using Accent Sledge. If you know, you know. And then a scoop of collagen. This is just a brand that I got from Home Goods, honestly. Collagen Plus with vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. And then we're going to blend it up. This is the finished product. They turned out so good. Look how big they are too. So that recipe made 2 good-sized pancakes. That's like compared to the size of my hand. So for toppings, I usually do a few squirts of the 0-calorie spray butter and a little bit of cinnamon. You could do like maybe some chocolate chips in these if you have the macros for it. You could do fruits. Strawberries would be really good. Bananas. I like to do cinnamon, and then weirdly enough, don't knock this till you try it, a little sprinkle of sea salt. It's like that whole sweet and savory thing. And then I do a little drizzle of sugar-free syrup.
This is one of the best moments ever.
All right, you guys, I just got back from my hair appointment and finished up a little bit of work. And now I'm eating meal 2, which is 93.7 ground beef and a little bit of jasmine rice. And this seasoning, Taco Loco by the Spice Lab. See if that focuses. Maybe. I got it from Home Goods, but you can probably get it on Amazon too, I would imagine. It's super, super good. Meal 3 is going to be exactly the same as this, so I won't show you guys that twice, but meal 3 will be my pre-workout meal. So I'm gonna eat this, do a little more work for a couple more hours, have meal 3, and then we're gonna work out. So I wanted to have a quick chat about nutrient timing and why that's so important to think about throughout the day for everyone, especially my clients that have questions about why they need to eat every so often and why they're having X, Y, and Z for their pre-workout meal, etc. So the nutrients I'm talking about being your macronutrients, so your carbs, your fats, and your proteins. They all essentially are sources of energy. They do have roles that they each fill a little better than the others, but they all are essentially just our methods of energy within your body. Fats and carbs especially. Carbs being the primary, so they're going to be your body's main source of fuel and power things like right down to the basics. So eating, breathing, thinking, which is why it's so important, side note, to have breakfast in the morning and not to fast those first few hours in the morning, because 20% of the glucose in your body is used by your brain. So that's why, like, when people talk about having diet brain or prep brain when they're deprived of carbs, or aka glucose, the brain doesn't function like it should. So all 3 macros are very important to distribute evenly throughout the day because they all do have different functions. Carbs are a quicker digesting energy source. Fats are a slower digesting energy source. Proteins are building blocks. So they help promote protein synthesis after you've done some resistance training and throughout the rest of the day, and they are the building blocks for your skin, your hair, your teeth, all of that. So our bodies store about an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of energy for endurance style training at one time. So the type of training that you're doing is definitely important to think about when you're thinking about your pre-workout meal. So athletes that are about to begin a longer endurance, maybe lower intensity workout are going to want to go for a higher fat pre-workout meal because fats take about 6 hours to digest, whereas carbs take 1 to 2 hours. That being the reason that carbs are a higher carb pre-workout meal are better for like power lifters, bodybuilders, CrossFit athletes, things like that. So take that into account while you're planning your meals throughout the day and before your workout. Definitely higher carb meal pre-workout, higher protein meal post-workout, so you can really get that protein synthesis started in your body. So take that into account while you're planning your meals throughout the day, throughout the week. Focus on spreading your macros out as evenly as you can within each meal. Have your pre-workout meal about an hour before you work out. Have that heavier in carbs if you're doing a more high intense, shorter duration workout. And then have plenty of protein afterwards to get protein synthesis going. I hope this helped. Let me know if you have any questions as far as this goes.
God, you're farther in. God, you're farther in.
So of course there has to be a little chance feature in this video. Just burying his face in the snow out there. He's part husky, so he loves the snow. He would lay out there all day if I let him. Next meal is chicken and bell peppers. So simple, but so good. Last meal of the night. I look forward to this every single night because look at how creamy that is. This is my protein ice cream that I make with the Ninja Creamy. Best investment ever. It wasn't even that expensive. It was like $125 maybe. But this is like the ultimate prep hack for anybody else that's in prep. All that's in here is a scoop of protein, some almond milk, a little bit of salt, and I think that's it. Yeah, so I put this together last night and then I blended it up this morning because it has to freeze for 24 hours. So I blended up the liquid mixture and then put it in the creamy tonight, and this is how it turned out. So I'll show you guys how I make the mixture in a second when I make the one for tomorrow night. So this is the lineup. I do about a cup of almond milk. So I fill my blender cup till about there. A scoop of protein. I'm using the Axe and Sledge Farm Fed. This one mixes up really well and makes it really creamy, but I'm sure any like whey protein isolate would work. So a scoop of that, a dash of salt, and then the other thing that I forgot to mention earlier was just a splash of this zero sugar coffee cream. This adds to the creaminess and it adds to the flavor as well. One serving is a tablespoon, which is 15 milliliters, 1 fat, 1 carb, 0 protein. So like that is it. That's about 15 milliliters. So I will blend this up and stick it in the little pint container, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. This is it, guys. You don't have to add ice or anything to it. You just put this right in the pint containers that comes with the, or that come with the creamy. Put it in the freezer, freeze it for 24 hours, and mix it up the next day. I hope you try this because it's an absolute game changer. Also, forgot to mention the flavor that I used of the farm fed is the chocolate milkshake. You could even add a little like cocoa powder to the mix if you wanted to make it even more chocolatey. But yes, this one has been awesome. I've also tried their birthday cake one in there. That's been really good. Yeah, I'm sure any of their flavors would be awesome in there, but like I said, probably any whey isolate would do the trick.